Hello everyone, welcome to Henry's tutorial on how to make your own ores and make them generate in the Minecraft game using MCP and ModLoader. For this tutorial, if you haven't already, I would recommend you first watch my tutorial on how to make blocks, because I'm going to be building off of that tutorial. Because really an ore is just a type of block that randomly generates, right? So, now that you have watched that tutorial, I assume, all we have to do is make some modifications to the block that we made in that tutorial. So we have, if you remember, Henry block, and yes, where to start? Okay, first of all, I'm going to go into blockhenry.java, and I'm going to change the return item to mod_block.henryblock.block ID. So basically this returns mod_block, so you can go in here, and then it says .henryblock, which is this block, and then that block's block ID. So basically when we break one of these ores, we'll get the Henry block back, which is the ore itself. The other thing I'm going to do is here I'm going to change it from material.wood, and I'm going to make it material.stone, because with material.wood you get the item back when you hit it with your hands, but with material.stone you don't. So ores should really be material.stone. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to make this a logical name. I'm giving the Henry block ore. That's its name. Okay. And we have this recipe for getting it, but we don't need that. Okay, so what you want to do is, outside of public mod_block, meaning after this squiggly bracket, we have to add a function that will tell Minecraft to generate this block randomly when you create a new world. So most of this is just copying, but I will explain which parts you can customize when I get to them. So we're going to type public void generate surface world random rand int chunk x int chunk z, two squiggly brackets, for loop int I equals 0 semicolon, oops, 0, I is less than, okay, and then here is the first part that you can customize. You put a number here, such as 25, and that number will dictate how rare your ore is. 25 is very common, I believe. Coal is something like 15. But anyway, 25 is pretty common, so you can just play with those numbers and until you find a number that you like for how rare your ore is. And then you do I plus plus bracket, two squiggly brackets again. And then in here we do int rand position x equals chunk x plus rand dot next int, and then we're going to put a number in there in a second. Int rand position y equals rand dot next int, and then we're going to put a number there too. This is a capital I. And then int rand position z equals chunk z plus rand dot next int, and we're gonna put a number there. Okay, so basically what this does is it declares three numbers, three integers called rand position pos x, rand pos y, rand pos z. So it's the x, y, and z positions of the block that you're about to generate. For the x and z, it takes the chunk x and z, which we imported over here, and then it adds a random number to them, because that's just the x and z position. But then for the y position, it's a little bit different, because the y position is just any random integer. It's like x and z, they determine how big the vein is. So then the bigger the random number you add to this chunk x and chunk z, the bigger the vein is. So you could say like next int 16 and 16, and this will pick a random number up to 16, I think, and then it'll add it to chunk x and chunk Z. So this will determine how big your vein is. So you can put any number here or here. And then for the Y value, this will determine at up to what height your ore will be found. So if you put like 2, that'll be really rare. You'll have to dig all the way down 2 levels above bedrock in order to find it. And this level is measured from bedrock, not from sea level or not from surface. So the surface, I think, is about 60 or so up. So I'm going to do 64. And the other thing is, if you put some huge number here, the ore still won't generate in the air, because that's just how this ore generator works. It doesn't. One of the requirements is that the ore has to be in the ground. And then after that, we do new world gen mineable, and then you say what you want to generate. So we want to generate Henry block dot block ID, since it's a block, and then here let's just put 0 because I can't remember what that number's for. Generate world rand position X, rand position Y, rand position Z. And that should be it. That's it for the world generator. Actually, I'm going to change this number to 50 because that's what I have written in my notes, which I'm looking at, but I can't remember what that number is for. If I do remember eventually, there will probably be a note right around now that explains what it is for. But if there's no note right now, that means it's probably not important. And so, yeah. So, let me just recap. This is how rare the ore is. These two numbers here make how thick the vein is, each vein. And this number is how many levels up it'll be found. And then you put what you want to generate over here. So it's HenryBlock.blockID. And that should be about it. Let me just check that texture, see if that texture is in there. Oh, I'm gonna rename this. Oh, actually, I'm gonna use this ore texture instead. No, I'm not. I'll just call this block.png. So that should be about it. That's all we had to add. So we'll go into MCP now, and double click on recompile, and it shall recompile, and there are 2 errors. It says block Henry line 8 cannot find symbol variable stone. Oh, what? You can't find material that's stone? Oh, not stone. I meant, okay, sorry. For ores, it should actually be material.iron. I don't think material.stone exists. I don't know why I wrote that. So just change that to .iron. Now only one more error. Block Henry line 13 can't find variable block ID. I think it might be a lowercase b here. Yes, it is. Okay. That should be it. No more errors. No more errors. Close this. Okay, it's done. We're going to double click on Start Client, and it shall open this, and I'm going to create a new world so that it will use the our new world generator to generate level right now. Dun 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 dun. Okay, it's going. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, I found it, guys. I found it. Look how uncommon it is. See? Okay, so it's working, and the block is randomly generating, and oh, I forgot to add the smelting recipe. But anyway, see, the block is here, and I can't get the ore just by breaking it with my hands. That doesn't work. And there's a wolf. Yay, cool. And it gives off light, because that's one of the characteristics of our block. But let me just check how much time I have. 11 minutes. I have 4 minutes. I can do it. I can do it. Okay, so to add the smelting recipe, I have a tutorial on that. It's in the recipe tutorial, but all you have to do is do modloader dot add smelting, and then you say what you want to smelt. So it's HenryBlock dot block ID, and then you say new item stack, and then you say what you want to result from the recipe. So we're gonna say item. Let me find something cool to smelt. Flowers, 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 or dead bush, or web. Hey, cool, web. Okay, I'll do web. Block.web. And then you say how many you want to create from the smelting recipe. So you put 10, and then 2 brackets and a semicolon, and that should be it. And yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make a when I play, I'm gonna have to make a pickaxe so I can actually get the ore. But that's okay. I'll just cut that part out. Single player. This world. Now, what did I just add? Oh, I added the smelting recipe. Okay, I'm gonna cut this part out. I'm gonna make a furnace and make a pickaxe, and I will see you in no time because you'll never even know. Okay, so I've made a furnace, and now I'm going to go into the water and get some of this ore. Actually, no. Damn it! I don't want to mine in the water. Let's go over to that island where it's all over the place. I think 64 was kind of very high to put it because it's actually right at the surface now. But that's okay. That's cool. Whoa. Whoa. That's actually really cool. Okay, stay on topic. We'll mine some of this. And as you can see, we're getting the ore. And now I shall, place my furnace. Oh, that's not a furnace. And if we cook it, you will see that we shall get some webs. Nom 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 nom. But anyway, I just saved a screenshot. So now we got webs, yay! I've never had webs in the game before. This is odd. I'm stuck. And anyway, that's how you make your own ore, and that's how you make it generate, and how you smelt it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and as always, please subscribe if you like these tutorials, and I shall see you next. Ow! Bye.